everyone. Welcome to HeartsChat. I'm Erica.
I'm Nicole.
And I'm Akilah.
Welcome to HeartsChat. So today we're going to be talking about taking a personal day at work and if that's acceptable or not acceptable. But first we're going to get into our check-in. So, how are we doing?
How you doing, Nicole?
How you doing? I'm doing all right. That goes with SARS. That goes with later when we talk about how you doing.
I don't remember.
With Wendy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing all right. Just trying to stay afloat. That's about it. Can't really. Just a lot going on in the next couple of months. A lot of changes. A lot of preparation for things. Kind of going mentally insane, but just trying to see the light. The
You're
future.
still here.
I'm still here and I'm going. So,
Still here.
how about y'all?
Well, I'm excited. I'm planning my trip to Spain with Iffy, so I'm excited about that. I'll be there for my birthday.
Yeah.
I was thinking about, so I'll be 27, I was thinking about what I'm going to do for my 27th birthday. I wanted something low-key. I had no idea I would be in a different country.
Exactly.
That's amazing. A perfect year for it. Perfect year to go, do something good like that.
Yeah, I think 27 is a good number.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It
Is it? Yeah, what about you, Keela?
Nothing. Same old same. Still waiting to hear back from Seton Hall, the usual.
They just keep you,
Stringing you
anxiety, right? You're just sitting here,
Come on.
oh,
No, but pretty good. No, there's nothing new.
all right. Well, good.
Which is good.
Yeah, nothing bad, then
Nothing
we're doing
bad.
all right.
Exactly.
We're doing good. Taking care of ourselves.
Yes.
Keeping on.
Keep on
Sounds
keeping.
good. All right, so I guess we'll get into our topic for today. So like I said, we're talking about taking a personal day at work and if it's acceptable or not acceptable. And it was inspired by a show I was watching. There's no
Your
my shows.
Mhm.
I was watching Wendy Williams, and she mentioned that Khloe Kardashian, she has her show Cocktails with Khloe, and she had some personal stuff going on, and Khloe was like, well, I'm not going to work this day. I think she had canceled some shows or something like that. And Wendy made a comment about how unprofessional that is, and what's that say about her work ethic for not going to work, something like that. And then she mentioned that the day before, she had to get a colonoscopy, and she went to work that day and went to work the next day. So it's like, you go to work, you show up, you don't cancel. So I thought, that's like a perfect mental health topic, about personal days and working and taking care of yourself. So I thought,
Good one.
we can talk about that.
And first off, a colonoscopy is definitely different than having a mental breakdown day where you can't function and go to work. You can function after. You're probably feeling pretty good because you get anesthesia. And you'll probably be chilling at work. You'll be in the best mental state. So to me, that's not a good comparison. I don't think so. I don't think having a mental you're just not capable of functioning versus you have a semi-procedure done and you go to work.
I guess you're just making the point that I have personal stuff going on. She has something personal. I go to work.
Yeah, but that's a good way of thinking about it though, is that people think different things about personal stuff.
Exactly.
She doesn't differ from that statement. Granted, I don't know your, Wendy, if you ever watch this, I don't know how you think or all. But what I'm guessing is there's no differentiation of a mental health type of thing and a personal stuff. Every personal thing is just lumped into one thing, and there's no different of this is something that you really need to take care of, or you can overcome that and get yourself to work.
Right. Well, personally speaking, what do you think? Do you think as far as you going to work and taking a personal health day, do you think that's acceptable for yourself?
You?
Yeah. I think also, like we always talk about in our line of work, it's important because we're helping people.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to be healthy to be able to help them.
Yeah.
Because we're listening to their stuff, we got to deal with our own stuff first.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a necessity. I think for this country, we need to kind of reframe things and see it and try to live a little bit more and not it be work. I mean, yeah, that is my hype song.
Yeah, right?
When I'm having a bad day, Rihanna, I go to that song and I blast it. I'm like,
I see you right now.
oh, I do. I could be in the worst mood and I'm like,
That's that song. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyways,
Yeah.
but yeah, we have to like kind of, and of course we know that sometimes it's a necessity. You miss one day and you might be fired type thing.
Yeah.
And you need that job. There's always exceptions, but generally, I think that we need to embrace that a little bit more.
I think it's acceptable. I've had to do that before too at work, and it was hard for me because I'm like, no, I need to be at work, get myself together. You are not taking a personal day. You're not going to do that. You need to get your money. In our line of work, people are coming in talking with us. I don't want to cancel or anything, but when you're sick, you don't show up. You don't want to spread germs or whatever, causing damage to people. So when you're not okay, you don't want to do the same thing. Not that you're spreading germs, but you can still spread damage or something to go wrong.
You never know.
If you're not okay, you don't want to show up. Because like I was saying, some people can go to work and be okay and function that way, and maybe they function better under pressure. But some people don't. They go to work upset, fall apart, and cause more damage than actually doing their job. And you could have stayed home, or you should have stayed home.
And I think you touched on it. It's like knowing yourself in what situation.
Yeah.
Like some people can, some people can't. But if you know yourself and how you work, then you'll be able to figure it out.
Yeah, it's definitely important. Definitely got to know yourself.
You have to, and you have to know what jobs you can take and what you can't take. If you have a job that's like 100%, you cannot take off and you cannot take care of yourself. Like your job is your world, and you know that you can't take care of, you can't handle that. You know that that's, and it doesn't mean that you're a weaker or stronger person by doing that. But if you know that that's not something for you, well, then you need to not do that.
Right.
You keep that job and get another one, and then quit that job.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, as far as knowing yourself, have your supports, which we always talk about, because sometimes you need other people to say, you're not all right. Think about this, maybe you should take a day off, or can I help you, something I can help you with, to be able to function better in the case that maybe you can't take the full day, because that's the reality of it. Sometimes you have to, depending on your job, you got to show up. If you can have people support you and, take some of the load for you, or to say, hey, what's going on? You're not okay today. Maybe you should,
helping you to be honest with yourself. Because I think that's a hard part, too, of it all, is to be honest that, like you were saying, it was hard for you to say it. You have to be honest with yourself that you're not doing okay in that moment. That means you have to be vulnerable. That means you have to be honest with yourself. And if you want to reach out for get into the feels and all, and that's hard to do. And I mean, even though we do that daily, it's hard for us to do that because we do it daily. So, and I'm sure it is for a lot of other people. So I think that's something that we need. We need our supports to be honest with ourselves. And if you don't have too many supports to make you accountable and be honest with yourself, well, then you need to be honest.
Yeah. You have to ask yourself a few questions like, can I do this? How effective am I going to be? Do I have to be here today? Will it, it will be okay if I have to go home, today.
Someone will cover, ultimately.
Right.
Especially,
it can work out.
Especially at work, depending on what you're doing. Ask your coworkers, your friends, all that different things, and they'll probably take over for you.
But you just gotta ask.
That's
if you don't ask, you never know.
Ask.
And that's the thing too, professionalism. Is it professional to say this, or should I keep a straight face and pretend everything's okay? Because I think it's been ingrained in our culture that, you check your feelings at the door. You have to go to work. It's unprofessional to bring this up. You're at work. So your personal stuff is at home.
It's unprofessional to be human. What you talking about?
Yeah.
Exactly.
We can't be human here. We robots. I just can't.
Yeah,
It's
tricky.
I don't know. Our society is very contradicting. Get help for yourself. Be okay. Here's this. Here's that. Wait,
but how do you do it?
Don't be human.
No.
Don't show your feelings. Don't show nothing.
And then our benefits don't support that though. Not everybody gets a personal day or a mental health day, a sick day. So if you don't show up, you're not getting paid, or you have to use a vacation day, or if you get vacation days.
We don't.
So
if we don't show up, we ain't getting paid. That's just what it is.
That's it.
So imagine taking a mental day or sick day, and you're just not getting paid.
Right.
But you gotta.
Right. You have to weigh your priorities, but make yourself a priority too.
Exactly.
Not just. Because it's hard to say, everybody has that financial, piece to it, that financial stress. But if you're not okay, how are you going to go to work to make your money?
Yeah, and that's kind of talking back to what you were saying a little bit before, like, what do bosses, not all bosses, but what do bosses want? People there who are, like, not altogether doing ineffective work, or giving people that time they need to get themselves situated and then go to work.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you have a bunch of zombies walking around, nothing's getting truly done.
No. Have a full-time job and you have this and you're making a decent amount of money and this and that, you can manage to go and take care of yourself and do that. Your money, you maybe have to be better with your money or something like that, but you can do it. It's not the end of the world. You're going to make up for it, or you just have to save and, not do, go to the liquor store and buy that bottle, or go out to the club, or, go and spend this on this outfit, or go out to eat. I think that we make it so it's like there is no other way.
Yeah, it just goes back to your priorities. What's a priority to you, and sometimes our mental health goes to the back burner.
Yes.
We don't think it's that important, but it has everything to do with everything you do every single day.
Exactly.
So some people don't see it that way. There are some businesses, who have therapists on staff for their co-workers and, everybody, and some places that don't.
Have you ever seen The Internship or something? I think that's what it's called, Robert De Niro. And what's her name? The girl that was in Princess Diaries, Anne Hathaway. Well, it's with them two, and she has like.
Oh, The Intern.
Yeah, The Intern. Yeah, it's like a similar type of setting that she has that Google, I guess, has or whatever, where she like rides her bike to get from here to there, and like. But they have a massage therapist in the office. Like, if you're feeling too stressed, go and do that. They have, like, a place to go eat stuff. They have, like, if you're feeling like you need a little break, go take a break. But, I mean, they're working, but the atmosphere is to take care of yourself and, for other people to recognize that you need to go take care. I think in one part, it's like, I think you need to go get a massage over there. And so, like, let him know.
Yeah.
We always talk about that. Like, I wish I had a masseuse at work. We would benefit from that. There's another, I think one of my friends, one of my coworkers told me that there's a different outpatient agency, and they have a massage therapist on staff.
And I think it's helpful. You don't have to go to multiple places. You could just go and be like, I need to talk, I need to get my diet on right, I need to get a massage.
I think that's also good, not just for the people coming, like your clients, but for the employees as well.
Yes, to give it to them.
Yeah, exactly. It's holistic. Like you're saying, for everybody.
I think that we're reversing it a little bit, because now you see in more places, if you are actually like coughing, physically sick, there's more leeway. It's like, don't come in. And I think we're getting to the mental health thing, like seeing it as the similar type thing. Because people come in and shoot up their place.
Exactly.
That's true.
I think
that's true.
The news has probably helped with that, and the media, to where you see these horrible things that happen as a result of not taking care of your mental health. So you don't want to be responsible.
No
liability there.
Nope. So any employers listening to this, take some notes.
So I guess as a whole, it's unacceptable, but it should be acceptable, and it's becoming more acceptable.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have to all, as a society and as people in places that you work, as bosses, as employees, have to work to try to make this not seem as a unprofessional thing. We have to work to make it seem like this is a good thing and this is a healthy thing. I mean, if they're taking a sick day like every week, that's a different story. Right. But when you're doing it when you need to do it, we all need to work collectively to try to make this kind of go away.
I think the starting point, though, will have to be destigmatizing mental health.
But I don't know. Is it happening? Sometimes I feel like it is.
I feel like it's not. Yes and no. I think we're still in the middle.
Yeah.
It's in the middle because it's on TV more. You know, all those therapy shows, but it's drama.
It's drama. It's not realistic.
But I mean, it really is.
I mean, it's realistic because it is drama. But, you know, in the sense that it's on TV, people are watching it because it's drama, and you're be nosy and hear people's information.
Yeah, like the couple thing doesn't happen in real life. You're not going to go and have a whole group of people living there and they're getting
that's
therapy.
The thing. Like they may have things like that, but that's not how it is every day, normal day. People come into the office.
It's a start, though.
It's a start. And it's also culturally, though. It may be, like, media-wise, but culturally it's still not.
It's a grade.
It's not. You handle your own stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you keep going. With different cultures, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
So trying to remove years and years of thinking of that is going to take time.
Right. Especially in the workplace, too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because everybody at work between boss and employee, you have these different levels, different hierarchies, and at the root of it, we're all human. We all have problems, but 9 times out of 10, you're not going to hear your boss's problems.
Yeah.
And then you're not going to hear about that, and then it's like.
But they're just going to take a day.
Exactly. Because
about that. They don't got to answer to nobody. They're just going to take their day.
Possibly, depending on if they have somebody above them, but like the main boss or a CEO, they can do what they want to do. But usually, people in those positions have like a really strong work ethic.
I don't know if it's called strong work ethic or it's called workaholic.
Company, and you're not there, what happens to your company?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they still have to take a rest at some point.
Somewhere along the line.
Yeah.
And that's why you got employees to take care of certain things.
That's where that comes in.
Yeah, I just think I think it goes micro to macro. Like, we have to start with us saying, okay, I gotta be okay with this. And I gotta call off. And I have to recognize it. To then, those will build up to, like, the larger system being like, oh, okay.
I think it's all about boundaries and limits and balancing. Mm-hmm. Because you have to have a good balance. Because you have to go to work, but you still have to take care of yourself. So you have to be able to plan. That's why I like to plan things to look forward to. So I know, okay, I have this going on, but I'm really excited about that thing that I have, that I'll get my relaxation and de-stress. Yeah, and then I can, like, recharge and go back. But not everybody does that. So that's something that's important to make sure that you do.
So then, my question to you two then is, because I don't have the answer, maybe you guys do, is how do we portray this message to people who really can't take off of work? Like, who will get fired, who are living paycheck to paycheck. Like, yeah, there's no excuses, but how do you viably tell someone that?
I think what Erica said is, if you can't take a day off, then you need to plan for when you have days off, of how to plan something in there that's self-care. Whether you're going to do, like, yoga on TV if you can't pay for I know you got a phone. I know you got a smart something. So do that. Do something to relax yourself. Even if it's an hour of time. Like, do something. Because if you work all the time and you're living paycheck to paycheck, my guess is your time off is life stuff. Like, you're going to have to clean. You're going to have to go get groceries. You're going to take care of whatever, doctor appointments, whatever it is. But put a little bit of time to look forward to that, so then when you can't take off, that can be, like we were just saying, pushing yourself kind of to get to that point.
I think with everything, it always starts small, so you have to find like little things that you have to enjoy and really appreciate that. Because I always say it's a little thing, but it's a big thing. So maybe it's one thing a week or one thing a day, and it might not be that you had to take off, but just something that's your time and it's your thing, and you can recharge, like bubble baths. Maybe that's something. Maybe it's painting your nails, or maybe it's watching your show, or spending some extra time in your car by yourself. Maybe it's reading a book, because those type of things, are an escape, but without actually having to have a physical escape. And that's just what you have to do, and make sure that you do those things and stay on top of it.
Yeah, that's the key.
So, get another job.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to accept.
Or get another job?
Yeah.
Oh.
You could. I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's your plan.
But sometimes that's not an option.
Yeah,
sometimes it's too hard. But
so you have to accept your reality. If that's your reality, and you really can't do anything about that, then that's where you are. You have to work with what you have, to have a happy life.
I think that's the key, like what both of you are saying, in terms of being grateful for where we are. And obviously we all want to get ahead, but we can't do that if we're not grateful for where we are right now.
Yeah.
So accepting, okay, this is the life or the hand that I was dealt. How can I work with this? And how can I get better?
It's learning. When we don't learn, life's pointless.
Yeah.
That's
pretty much.
And even at work, if you're at work, usually there's a break or a lunch or something, and maybe that's your time, or you pack something really, really good that you enjoy. You go take a walk or something, get some fresh air. Maybe you chat with a coworker, but just finding those little things and really, like, making it a big deal, because it is. I know I enjoy, my breaks if I do pack a lunch that day, or if I, get a snack. I enjoy that. Or I take a walk sometimes, because I work right by a Wawa. So I go there really quick, but...
I get outside are like, it peps me up more than if I'm just staying inside for the whole break that I have and not doing anything. It just does something to you. I don't know what, but...
It's nice. being out in the environment, the sunlight, the fresh air.
Yep.
I've seen people go out to their car
Yeah.
and just listen to a podcast or play their music, in the car, and that's their time. People might say, "Oh, why are they sitting in the car?" They need their time to themselves, and there's little things that you can do that are a big thing that can really make a big difference if you try it. Because you hear it and you think,
And it takes time.
Yeah.
It takes work. You gotta practice. Practice makes better.
Practice.
You
Just
can
like
try.
before. Work.
Right. I think you can try a new thing every day. This work week I'm gonna, or you can try this thing every week. Or if you say I tried this day, I'm gonna try that the next day, and you figure out which one works.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's taking a walk this day. Maybe he's sitting in your car this day. Maybe he's chatting with a coworker. I know sometimes I gotta get out of my office and go to somebody else's office for a minute, or go to the front.
Yeah. That's very true.
I think those are good key points.
Yeah. No, I just think it's important to take some time for yourself, take some mental health break, whether it's a week, a day, or a few minutes.
That's so true. And like we talked about, that goes for everybody. I guess I'm doing every hierarchy of your work system.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Self-care, accountability for yourself,
Supports.
We should make like work with supports. Sports.
So funny.
All right. Well, I think it's time for Akila to take it away.
If you are an artist and would like us to play your music or have a product or brand that you would like us to advertise, or if you have any questions or comments, please email us at HeartsChat@HeartsChatRadioshow.com. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Periscope at HeartsChat, and our Instagram at HeartsChatRadio. We post a lot of motivational messages up throughout the day, so if you need a little inspiration or pick-me-up, follow our pages. And for more information on HeartsChat, be sure to visit our website, www.HeartsChatRadioshow.com.
We hope you enjoyed our show today. Tune in every Sunday and Tuesday on HeartsChatRadioshow.com for a new episode of HeartsChat. So don't forget to tune in again at HeartsChatRadioshow.com and check us out.
And visit my blog and ask me all of your relationship questions anonymously at FromEricasHeart.com. Thank you for listening to HeartsChat, where we speak from the heart.
Bye.
Bye-bye.